The bereaved family of the last MERS patient in Korea has partially won a lawsuit against the government. The court ruled that at the time, the government failed to take appropriate measures to deal with the epidemic and ordered it to compensate the patient's family.
The last MERS patient in Korea was a man in his 30s surnamed Kim. He visited Samsung Medical Center in May 2015 to seek treatment for malignant lymphoma and became infected with MERS. Kim contracted the disease from the 14th patient, dubbed the super spreader, after spending 3 days in the same ER. About half a year later, Kim eventually died. The cause of his death, MERS and malignant lymphoma. His wife filed a lawsuit against the government and the hospitals that treated Kim to demand 300 million won in compensation. After 4 years of legal battle, a court recognized the government's responsibility in Kim's passing and ordered it to pay 20 million won to his bereaved family. The judges said Kim ended up contracting the contagious disease from the 14th patient because tests on those who had visited the Middle East were either turned down or postponed, and investigations into those who were exposed to the virus were not conducted properly. The court also pointed out that the government's response was far from rational. However, the court did not recognize the hospital's responsibility. Kim's family was frustrated to hear that the government's responsibility had been recognized only partially.
어쩌면 2015년에 받았어야 했던 사과를 2020년이 되어도 이런 결과로 제가 받을 수밖에 없는 이 사회에서 또 절망적인.
On February 7th, the family of another MERS patient lost their lawsuit. The judges said it was difficult to ascertain that the infection could have been prevented if the patient had been tested earlier. With the two courts issuing contrasting rulings, the controversy over the scope of the government's responsibility in handling infectious diseases will likely continue.